He showed us the world. But we couldn't save him. The story of Anthony Bourdain. This video is in loving dedication to our dear friend, Anthony Bourdain. I'm Brad, and you're watching Avoice Podcast News. Today, we're hosting something truly special, a tribute, a story, and a reflection on a man that America, and the world, fell deeply in love with. From his fearless honesty in the kitchen to his raw, beautiful storytelling on the road, Anthony Bourdain touched lives across every culture, every continent, and every table. He taught us how to eat bravely, how to travel with curiosity, and most of all, how to listen to people, not just through their words, but through their food, their culture, their struggles, and their stories. This is an exclusive story on a man who wasn't just a celebrity chef or a TV host, he was a storyteller of the world. A traveler of the soul. A complicated, brilliant, generous human being. And this is also a reminder that suicide prevention is deeply important. Because even the brightest lights, the ones who make everyone else feel seen, can be the ones struggling in silence. Let's take a moment of silence, right now, to honor the life, spirit, and legacy of Anthony Bourdain. A friend to many. A guide to millions. And a reminder of why the world needs more compassion. Anthony Michael Bourdain was born on June 25, 1956, in New York City and raised in Leonia, New Jersey. His father, Pierre Bourdain, was a classical music executive. His mother, Gladys, was a respected editor at the New York Times. Anthony grew up surrounded by art, music, books, but he didn't quite fit the mold. He was rebellious, restless, and angry at the ordinary. He didn't want a white picket life. He wanted something more, even if he didn't yet know what that was. In his teenage years, Anthony discovered punk rock, comic books, and a new kind of freedom. It was the 1970s, and he was swept up in the counterculture. Music, girls, drugs, they all became part of his story early on. And so did alienation. As a young man, Anthony fell in love with food during a trip to France. One simple meal, fresh oysters, crusty bread, and cold white wine, awakened something in him. It was sensual. It was storytelling. It was life on the plate. And it changed everything. He enrolled in the Culinary Institute of America in the mid-1970s, and after graduation, he began working in New York City kitchens. The work was hard, fast, hot, and unforgiving. But it was honest. And that's what he loved most. For the next 2 decades, Bourdain lived the kitchen life. He cooked. He struggled. He drank. He used drugs. He clawed his way through kitchens up and down Manhattan, never really breaking through the surface of fame, but gathering stories. Lots of them. Then, in the late 1990s, he wrote a simple essay, "Don't Eat Before Reading This," and sent it to The New Yorker. That article exploded. It became the foundation for his first book, Kitchen Confidential: Adventures in the Culinary Underbelly. Published in 2000, Kitchen Confidential wasn't just a book. It was a revelation. It pulled back the curtain on the brutal, beautiful, insane world of professional kitchens. It made Bourdain a star overnight. He was raw, funny, honest, and unapologetically himself. He swore. He smoked. He made no attempt to be politically correct. And that's what made people love him. But with fame came new pressures. TV networks came calling, and Bourdain took a risk. He signed on to host a travel and food show, A Cook's Tour. That led to no reservations on the Travel Channel, and later, the Emmy-winning Parts Unknown on CNN. Over the next 15 years, Anthony Bourdain became something rare, a celebrity who didn't act like a celebrity. He didn't wear expensive clothes. He didn't pretend to be something he wasn't. He traveled the world with a backpack and a camera crew, and he showed us what most shows never dared to. He didn't just eat at 5-star restaurants. He sat on plastic stools with locals in back alleys. He drank homemade liquor in Vietnam. He ate goat stew with villagers in Africa. He tried fermented shark in Iceland and shared meals with families in war zones. Bourdain made it clear that food was never just food. It was culture. It was survival. It was love, grief, politics, and poetry, all at once. But behind the camera, Bourdain's demons never really left him. He was open about his history with heroin, crack, and alcohol. He called himself a former addict, but he admitted the darkness was always there, just beneath the surface. Fame didn't cure it. Success didn't cure it. Even love, for all its power, didn't always cure it. In his later years, Bourdain fell in love with Italian actress and filmmaker Asia Argento. Their relationship was passionate, public, and ultimately tumultuous. He was traveling constantly, producing multiple shows, writing books, and pushing his body to its limits. He didn't sleep much. He didn't rest. And according to close friends, he never really found peace. On June 8, 2018, while filming an episode of Parts Unknown in Strasbourg, France, Anthony Bourdain was found dead in his hotel room. He had taken his own life. He was 61 years old. The news shocked the world. People everywhere, chefs, travelers, fans, strangers, lit candles, wrote tributes, and cried for a man they'd never met but felt like they knew. Because in some strange, beautiful way, we did know him. Anthony Bourdain let us in. He showed us the world not through luxury, but through people. Real people. He gave the voiceless a voice. He taught us empathy through noodles, tacos, and street food. And he reminded us that everyone has a story worth hearing. His death was more than a tragedy. It was a wake-up call. A reminder that mental health matters. That depression doesn't care about your success. That suicide doesn't wear a visible face. So today, as we honor Anthony Bourdain, let's also ask an important question: how can we help prevent suicide? Start by checking on your friends. Really check in. Ask twice. Listen more than you talk. Start by reducing the stigma. Therapy isn't weakness. Medication isn't shameful. Vulnerability is strength. Start by speaking up. If you're struggling, talk to someone. If you feel alone, know that you're not. Help exists. Hope exists. And healing is possible. The world misses Anthony Bourdain deeply. But maybe, just maybe, we can keep his spirit alive, not just by watching his shows or quoting his books, but by living the way he showed us. With curiosity. With compassion. With hunger. For food, for people, for truth. Anthony, thank you. For everything. For every meal, every mile, every moment. You made us feel more connected to each other, and more connected to this strange, beautiful world. Rest in peace, Chef. We'll never forget you. I'm Brad with the Voice Podcast News. Thank you for watching. If you or someone you love is struggling, please call or text 988 in the US. The Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is available 24/7. You're not alone. Help is here.